So, I just want to say, before this video starts, this is going to be a long, and it's going to be serious talk, and if you think I'm hopping on a bandwagon of what's happening on YouTube just for views, this video is not monetized. And on top of that, if you think I'm doing it for just for that, honestly, I don't even know. It's just, right now, everything that's going on in the world, there are so many things that we as people are doing that are just honestly extremely fucked up. Some prime examples I can think of, and I apologize if this makes you offended in any way, shape, or form, is the witch hunts against Zilbrad on YouTube, or the witch hunts against PewDiePie on YouTube. Both of these things are not okay. You may not like what someone has done, but to go out and spew hatred, and just everything you do not like about them, it's not okay. Sure, you may not like the person, but at least respect them enough to remember they're human. Markiplier said this in his video, and it may seem like I'm repeating him, and I apologize if I sound like I'm repeating him or Jacksepticeye, but respect everyone, man. Because everyone is human. We all have feelings. They're there. We can feel them. We're not all just mindless drones who just are programmed to hate and love what we like. No, we're all living beings that make choices in our lives. Every choice you make, you decided to do it. You may have been influenced to do it, but you decided to do it. And that includes hate and love. And that is part of the issue here today. Because, in case you somehow haven't heard this news, currently the Wall Street Journal has published an article on PewDiePie calling him a neo-Nazi. And that is honestly messed up. But it gets worse, because instead of going to PewDiePie themselves, instead of going to Felix themselves first to get the information, they go to third-party sources. They don't ask the person himself. They do not ask him because they don't want his opinion. It is only after all of the backlash from them saying this man is a Nazi, how he is supporting hatred of the Jews and terrorism, all the backlash they are getting for accusing this man of all of this, that they were like, maybe we should go to the source first. And the amount of people that believed those stories is honestly messed up. Granted, a lot of those people don't use YouTube, but still, I'm not defending his jokes, by the way, because his jokes, he was horribly, horribly in the wrong for some of those jokes. But you have to remember, he is human, and all of this hatred and negativity that he will get, and all this positivity and support he gets, it affects him. It affects everyone around them. Being negative is just, it's unneeded. I mean, you can be negative. You can fucking hate someone's guts for every fiber of your being. Hell, I have someone like that in my personal life that I hate with all of my being, and I could could wish death upon him. In fact, I have before in the past. I have regretted it, even for what he has done. I'm not getting into that today. That is a story for another day, but even after everything he has done, I have forgiven him. And I still remember he is human. I don't imagine him as this horrible, horrible monster. And before you ask, no, he's not family related or anything like that. He's not this horrible monster who decided to just was spewed into the world to cause chaos and disorder. No, he was a human being who made a choice. He made a terrible choice. He made one of the worst probably the worst decision of his life. But he made a choice, and he is still human for making it. So, as much as I hate the man, I still remember he's human. As much as you can hate anyone you want. I honestly don't care if you hate someone, and you want to be as verbal. No, maybe not. You can hate someone as much as you want, but just remember, before you go and spew all this hate at someone for something they did or something they are accused of or anything like that, they are human too. Honestly, remember that, because we put all these people on pedestals, like YouTubers, for example. Perfect example here is Shenpai and Zilbrad of YouTube. We put them on pedestals, raising them to the fucking rooftops, screaming their names about how they were such awesome YouTubers, and they started dating, and the internet, all the fans of them were ecstatic, and everyone was like, oh my god, wow, it's so great. And now they broke up, and I don't know why they broke up. It's not my business. It is not my place to say who's in the wrong, who's in the right. I'm not any a part of that, and people need to remember that as well. While you may put these people on pedestals, and then their pedestals come crashing down to the earth to remind you they are human and they have emotions, you have to remember that all of this combined, so what if they broke up? That does not mean you need to assume what happened and immediately start spewing hate towards one of them. It does not matter what happened. It does not involve you. Sure, you see them on the internet. You see them on YouTube maybe daily. You watch their videos because you see their videos as some kind of support. Nothing wrong with that. But they are human. And humans make choices. And you have to respect those choices, no matter how horrible those choices are. Everyone has respect for one another. That is one thing in life that people have forgotten, and it is horribly fucked up, because respect is not something that is just earned. Yes, that is a type of respect, but the respect I am talking about is similar to the one Markiplier talked about in his video. It is the respect of a basic human level. It is the respect of remembering someone is human. Because we have this standard now in life, and I hope to God it's not something that gets passed on to the next generation. Because that is something horrible I do not want to see in the future. 50 years from now, 30 years from now, even, fuck it, 20 years from now, when we're having kids and they're seeing all of this. Do we want to be remembered as the generation of hate? No. We want to be remembered as a generation that made changes, that was positive, no matter all of the negative things happening around us. And that requires the basic levels of respect. And that is remembering, no matter what someone did, they are human. And it can be hard. It can be one of the hardest things in the world. But everyone is equal. It does not matter the color of your skin, your gender, your sex, anything. It does not matter your religion, any of this, your age. It doesn't fucking matter. All that matters is basic human respect. And my words may be horribly, horribly misinterpreted. And honestly, I don't care. You want to misinterpret them? Fine. Go ahead. But basic human respect is a must in the world. Sure, people are saying, like, another example I can think of is currently going on is the Muslim ban in the United States. It's depending on how you look at it, it's a horrible thing, or it's not the worst thing in the world. But it exists. The President of the United States has made a choice. He has made the choice to ban Muslims from those places. And people are disagreeing with him. That is fine. Both of those things are, well, both of those things are debatably fine. It just depends on which side you're looking at it from. That's a topic for another day. But everyone is making choices there. And saying this man, like, someone isn't human for making that choice, that's not okay. Because saying someone is not human is saying our generation is flawed in some way. And our generation is flawed. I will give you that. But saying that someone isn't human puts them on a different level than you. You possibly might think you are better than that person. No one is better than anyone else. We're all equal. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter how you got here. You're all equal. And it's bullshit. Honest to God, fucking bullshit. That people can be so fucking judgmental of others for a choice they made. Even if it's a horrible, like, the perfect example. Zilbrad and Shenpai, both breaking up. It's a choice they made. And people are witch hunting both of them. That's not okay. It's not right. It is something that is not okay. Hell, one of my friends on Facebook, he literally said like 8 hours ago, anyone that supports Trump is a fucking idiot. Or he wouldn't say it in those exact words, but he said it. He said anyone that supports Trump and thinks Trump is right obviously has no brain cells in their head. And I disagree with him, but I still respect him because it is his opinion. It is his choice to say that, to think that. Choice is something all humans have. And with choice is respect. They are hand in hand on how important they are. Without those two basic things, we aren't human anymore. We're just bitter, disgusting beings who should be ashamed of ourselves for doing that. There's nothing wrong with hating someone. That's not what I'm saying. You can hate someone's guts. You can hate them with every fiber of your being. You can say, I wish death upon this person. Fine. Go ahead. If it makes you feel better, fucking do it. But if you go as far as to say they aren't human anymore, that's where I draw the line. Because everyone is human and everyone makes choices. And getting angry over small choices in life, like someone dating and then breaking up, disrespecting people because of that, that's not okay. Disrespecting someone who is over 50 million subscribers just because he made a joke. Granted, it was a horrible joke, but he made a joke and they slandered it, took it out of context, and made every little thing, tiny little scrap they could get out of it, make it seem as horrible as possible. That is not okay. That's not being human anymore. That's just being plain greedy and bitter. Man, this will make some great news. I don't care if it's out of context. Let's make other people have our opinion too. That's not okay. You can have your own opinion. That's fine. But make sure you have the correct facts. Because if you are working with out of context information, that is some of the worst information in the world to work with. And honestly, it's not okay. Honestly, though, the world is changing. We are changing it. We are the generation that will change what people see in 10 to 20 years. And do we really want to be known as the people that cause nothing but hatred and separation? Where is the love? Where is the connectivity? Where is anything pleasant? Why is it always hatred? Why are we always spewing hate? And the answer is, we don't have to be. You can hate someone. You can love someone. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just remember to respect people, so that way the love is still there. You can hate someone with every fiber of your being, but respecting them and remembering they are human shows you still care for the world, at least somewhat. That's all I'm asking of you, is think before you take these actions. And I do mean think hard, not just, man, this seems like a good idea. I want you to think. That's all I got. What do you do with this information now? It's your call. Just have respect and remember everyone is human. That's all I ask. Please.